Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, I got a little smooth jazz playing in the background to do this particular video. It's late on a Saturday night, but I wanted to kind of go over this with those who have the trading system. I want to show you what happens sometimes. You know, there's going to be multiple times where you will see. I'm going to throw different pairs on the screen. Triple arrow. This is the 1 hour chart on each one of these. This is on the Swiss JPY. Let's look at the Aussie JPY. Triple arrows. Let's look at the CAD JPY. Triple arrows. Look at that. That was beautiful. God, I missed that one. The Euro JPY. Look at that beautiful setup. Boom. All right. And let's look at the Dragon, the GBP JPY. Look at that. Triple arrows. So as you can see, what's my point? You'll see that there may be times where multiple pairs will have the exact same setup. Okay, that's a heads up. Let's look at the New Zealand JPY. Look at that, triple arrows, 1 hour chart. All of them saying the same thing. And then you got this foolish one right here. You have this foolish one right here that just don't want to act right. Okay, you will go through this as you trade, and this is why you don't take it personal. It is what it is. So the good part is this is one of the trade signals that was sent out. Okay, we looked at it. You see all of them are saying the same exact thing, but we picked the USD JPY. Why? Because it was going into the US session. So hey, why not pick the US JPY pair? Unfortunately, as you can see, obviously, according to these big wicks right here, you can see that some news that came out that worked against our trade and we got stopped out, right? Okay, now we're pissed. Why? Because out of all the freaking pairs we could have picked, we picked the one that's going to act the fool while the rest of these went right on plan. So what's the point? Just because you may have picked the wrong one that just acted a fool didn't mean that you was incorrect. Because as you can see, all the other ones did go in that direction. It just so happened that we picked one that didn't act right. The great part about this, though, for us who has the trade system and the signal, remember I sent out a signal on the USD CAD pair. And for those who actually jumped in that bad boy, it completely covered the little small loss, stop loss that got hit. And we took this one for about 55 pips on this trade. So it balanced out, it balanced out. But I'm just saying that a lot of times we got in right about here. So I think we kind of balanced even on this one. So because, it got in here and kind of stopped us out right there. So we, 20 pips. No, actually, we are up 30 pips because we got stopped out about 20 pips on this one, but we made 55 on the USD CAD, okay, because we got in real early. Because why? The triple arrow system, big arrow, little arrow, yellow, boom. Because sometimes the arrow will show up on this side, not this side. But either way it goes, you see the setup was over here too, just another confirmation. So either way it goes, it made 55 pips here and we lost 20 on the other. And that's another reason why I like our trading system, because of how I teach everybody where to put your stop loss, will minimize your losses so that when you do get the other ones that take off, it'll more than compensate and make up for the money that you lost. Let's look at another one we took. We go and close this one out because it was a Friday, but look at how many pips we made on this bad boy. Okay, so let's take a look. So we got in right about here, and then we got out right about here. That was another 45 pips. All right, so that was a cool move. I love it, love it, love it. We're currently in this one still. We're holding this one right here. Why? Because if you look at this here, it looks like, okay, where's this one going? We got the triple arrows, 1, 2, 3. It's slowly migrating, came back up, retested the high, and now it's coming back down. But here's the key. Boom, triple arrows on the 4 hour. This is a long-term trade, so we can hold this thing for a long time. Look, even if though the screen is only capturing part of it, if I drag the screen back just a little bit from where it is now, where our entry is right here, I'm going to drag the screen back so you can see how long you could have held this one trade to the upside on the 4 hour chart. You could have held this thing ever since June 14th. One trade all the way straight up. Okay, how many pips was that from here to where we're entering now? That was 1,100 and basically 1,130 pips since June on one freaking trade. Okay, you don't have to sit in front of the screen. Now, you may not have the patience to do that, and I understand, no big deal. And some people, well, I can scalp more than that. Well, do your thing, no problem. But for those who don't want to sit in front of your screen, you could trade the 4-hour charts and just be patient and just let it ride. You know, put as much as you want on that bad boy way up here and just let it ride. Okay, no big deal. So yeah, we're in this trade right here, triple arrow, 1, 2, 3. It is the weekend, but of course, since it's the 4-hour charts, we're going to just leave it as is. Even if it retests the high, it may come back up and retest the high. That's fine, but then it'll go back down and keep going. Either way it goes, I'm holding on to this bad boy, and you know, that's the one we're going to do. But the point is, for this video, is just don't get discouraged. Sometimes you may pick a good trade, and there's multiple pairs that's set up to look exactly the same, and just so happen you picked the wrong one that acted crazy, right? It's okay, no big deal, because there's plenty more pips to be made, plenty more trades to be taken, and so you just keep it moving. You don't take any of this personal. You don't get your feelings hurt. This one is a beautiful setup right here. See how smooth that was from the triple arrow, 1, 2, 3 to the upside, and this is all on the 1-hour charts. 1, 2, 3, and it took off to the upside, and now it's coming back down. So we did take this trade on the initial move from here to here. I know you can't see this. Well, actually, you can see it. So that was 105 pips we made on this. And then we should have taken this one here to the upside. So you can do the one trade, one pair. And we took it to here. If you would have got out right here, that was another 185 pips. And now you jump in this bad boy and ride it down. You can take, that's why I like this pair, the Swiss JPY, because it moves real smooth and easy. See that? Not all that jumping around stuff. I don't like the pairs that's all jumping around, looking crazy. Just jumping. See this? This is the Aussie New Zealand. I'm not a fan of this one. Look at how it just spikes all over the place. But look at this. See how smooth it is? It's smooth like butter. Reads real easy. See, right here, triple arrows. Drifted sideways for a little bit, for a couple of days, but it's still got 105 pips out of that bad boy. Okay, cool, no problem. Because some people scalp for 20 pips a day. Well, what's 20 pips a day? That's 5 days, right? Okay, well, duh. One trade could have made you 100 pips. No problem. One trade versus sitting at your screen scalping for 20 and just sitting. No, I don't feel like sitting no more. I'm tired. I'm ready to do other things. So then you could have held this for the same amount for about a week. Then guess what? Triple arrow show up on the other side. You get out of the sell position, jump into a buy position, and you could have rolled the same exact pair right back up the other way for what? Another 185 pips. See? Simple. So that's all what? 100, almost 300 pips in two trades. Now you jump in here, and if you would have got in right here, you already would have been in profit right here. Boom, boom. That was another 17 pips. Oh, and it's just beginning to go down, okay? So the beautiful thing with this system, and I'm not trying to just do the video promote the system, really was just for all traders to let you know that sometimes you be like, man, I know I picked a great trade. I don't know what the heck happened. Why did it not work out? You look at all the rest of them, they did work out. That's just the situation. Sometimes, and I told you guys on multiple videos, there are two things that no trading system and nobody can ever beat. And that is number one, the market maker, because they manipulate the market, or number two, news events. Sometimes news events just hit on a particular pair. As you can see here, big candle, news event, big candle move, news events. It's just the way it is, okay? But either way it goes, the good news is for those who do have this system, as you can see, you can hold these trades. It will absorb these news events. You know, initially, the most activity you're going to see is right at the beginning of the turn of the market. That's why it's so turbulent. Then after that, it smooths out and does its thing, have a little spike here and there, but then it continues on this pathway. But most of the time, and this is for people who like to trade the trend and trend reversals, your noise is always going to come in right at the reversal points in many of the pairs, because you're dealing with the market makers. They know that there's a lot of people who know there's a trend change. So that's the reason why it takes so long, and they start manipulating and playing and spiking it in the opposite direction, trying to hit your stop loss like they did here. Look at this candle. You see that? Huge stop loss. They just tried to hit somebody's stop loss. So let me bring it over so you can see it bigger. See that? Shot it way up, trying to go after the stop loss. How many pips was that? You got to know this stuff if you're going to trade in the market. Some people just want to come in and think everything is rosy. Look, that's 15 pips candle. They shot it up and then resumed in the right direction. shot it up, resumed in the right direction. And look at the triple arrows. It knew what was going on, but even still, you may have got your little stop loss hit. But this is why I also teach you guys, hey, don't panic if your stop loss get hit. It may just be the market maker trying to manipulate. And so if you do, you know what to do. Wait for it to reset, calm down, wait for him to get done playing their games, and then you hop on into the trade and you continue on with your business. Or just simply, guess what? Find another trade like this one that is not being manipulated. Triple arrow, 1, 2, 3. Went on down, coasted down. 1, 2, 3. Look at that wick. Look at that. See? Look at the wick. You see that? See, this is what I'm talking about. Market maker manipulation. Wicks. 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 Okay? And that's why we put our stop loss right above the big arrow just for safety. Okay? If it goes above that, hey, no big deal. We're going to keep it moving. Look at this. News event. See that big wick? Then it resumes its pattern and then it goes. Get that? So you guys got to know the how and why things are moving the way they do. So even if you lose one trade, hey, there's plenty more. Just like this one. Again, just reinforcing the point. Yes, our stop loss got hit. Boom. That's okay. Look at that big candle. You see that? And let's measure that one quick time and then we'll end this video. But you need to be educated from here to here. That was 31 pips in 1 or 2 candles. Okay, news event. What can anybody do about that? Nothing. There's nothing you can do. However, let's take a look. Look at this wick. You see that? See, they try to take you out before it goes in the direction. Sneaky stuff. You got to know that. So anyway, don't take it personal. But then again, like I said, you just get in another trade like we did here and made the money back plus profit. Okay? Anyway, have a good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the music in the background. I sure did. I needed something to relax myself. It's the weekend. Make sure to say your prayers and pray for the people up in South and North Carolina dealing with Hurricane Florence. Okay? Have a great night, everybody. Thank you.